Welcome to the Smite Force Chronicles, brought to you by, as usual, tech support issues. I am having issues. I'm always having issues. All right, so when we were last here, a little refresher. When we were last here, the mighty Smite Force made quick work of the monsters in the Mines of Tethyamar cave system. Right, you guys went in through the cave entrance, right? You had disarmed the trap, you'd come in, you'd fought some carrion crawlers, I believe, a couple of gelatinous cubes, you've looted some bodies. I believe you were doing your long rest, and in the night, who was it that stayed awake? It was Dinjarin, right? In the night, Dinjarin heard some noises, and the theory that Dinjarin has, but not the brightest of guys, is that he may have been being distracted so that one of your party members could be carried away. So Stephanos, Glory, and Tempe all disappeared, right? They went down that path to the south. And the chase was on. So what you've deduced by looking at footprints and whatever else is there was struggle. Some small feet were struggling, right? But it looked like you think the other two set of feet from your party were actually in hot pursuit, not necessarily having been kidnapped. And you guys had some theories, and I'll let you share the theories as to potentially why Stephanos might have been the one captured. Do you guys recall those theories?
I don't think we had any theories on that.
Well, someone talked about she had a pretty incredibly large hit or something, or I don't remember what the theories were.
Her vision was the farthest, or what was it? Somebody did say something very interesting.
Yeah, I don't recall what it was, but the good news is it's not my job to recall. It's your guys' job. So you do you.
So,
and
yeah, there's.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. It's your role playing.
Her vision. Yeah, her vision was the farthest, and then somebody also said she was a magic user and she's small in size. There's some of the theories. You guys recall this conversation?
Oh yeah, I think we were saying maybe like because she was our healer too.
Yeah.
Her magic was healer, so it was like maybe someone thought if they take our healer, it would weaken us a bit.
Or they need a healer.
Yeah, it could be they need a healer.
Could be indeedly do. All right, so any way you look at it, here we are. You are party divided. Now Tempe, and this is theater of the mind. I'm not going to make you guys mute, but you don't hear anything that Tempe's hearing. First off, Tempe, did you get my text message from earlier? And if so, I have not responded. Did you respond to it? And if not, can you give me
when
just
I can play going forward?
Yeah, like basically because you're going to be on sabbatical.
Yeah,
you plan on. Oh. Well, you are the best. I have not looked. I was interviewing someone. Okay.
Yeah,
so then
the 21st and the 28th, and then I'll have another gap in July.
Oh, okay. No worries. Like if it's sporadic, what I wanted to know is if you wanted me to park your character. That was it. Like because you're in an interesting position now where you could just be gone. But I will say, this is sort of.
Let's see what happens today.
Yeah, so this is an IRL comment. Is that what you found is that you're separated from Sarah or from Glory. So somewhere along this chase, you were hyper focused on following the footsteps. You've tracked them, right? And you would know where you came from, Tempe. So you came from here, right? Down this area, and I know that you can only see the pings. But you made your way, and you know that your party is somewhere over here. If you're seeing that ping, right? But you pretty much took. You followed the footprints, right? And I'm not gonna tell you if you went left or north or south because your party wouldn't know that. And even though they're doing theater of the mind, it would be hard to not know that thing. But you know your way back to where they were. Okay, so I just want you to be aware of that.
Yeah.
But somewhere along the lines. Glory went a different direction, whether it was to split up or whatever else. But you were following these goblins. You were following these footprints, right? And there's quite a number of footprints. And if you're listening closely, I just messed up, and you probably know what's going on. But anyway,
A little
yeah.
bit.
yeah. So you're there. The rest of the party, what do you guys want to do? So I'll go back to Tempe in just a second. What is your plan? You're looking down that hallway. You see the footprint sort of heading off to the west. What is your plan?
We were going to
Follow.
follow the footprints.
We're gonna follow, yeah.
All right. So I'll let the three of you move your full movement distance, and then we'll regroup. So as soon as you guys get to sort of where you are, the end, let me know. You've already perceived there's really nothing in the immediate surroundings, but at the end of this move, you're welcome to ask those kinds of questions.
I'm where I could go.
I'm right behind you.
I'm just bad at stuff. I'm coming. Yeah. I did. I'm good.
Awesome. All right, so you are there. Do you want to do anything before you proceed? Up ahead, you see some glowing green off to the right, and it looks like you can't tell if there's a three-way decision point or not from where you're standing, but it looks like there's a couple of options ahead as to where the paths take you. What's your plan?
Can I do a quick perception check? Just, I'm doing a quick look while we're going, so obviously cursory.
Yep. How about I do? Is it safe to assume that you guys are all going to be doing perception checks as you stop?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just making sure that we're following drag marks and footprints.
All right. So perception.
With the occasional quick look up to see if there's any more gelatinous globs.
And I'll do a combo. I think. We'll do a perception check.
Yeah, so far so good.
Why is my dice not rolling?
Did you have this problem last time too?
Not like this. I think last time there was a pop-up window that I didn't see, but now I'm not able to do any roll.
Let me just do you by yourself and see what happens. By the way, those other two weren't very good.
Oh, here it is. Hang on.
Oh, it said you did it.
No, there it is now. When you took away that main screen, then there was a small little pop-up dialogue
Oh, what did it say?
that allowed me to actually roll. So there's the first screen that came up for the perception check with the dice in there. I'd click on that, but underneath that overlay was a little pop-up box for me to do
Weird.
that second.
Well, the good news is we get to do it again here. So yeah, so you Dinjarin and Toph, you don't really hear anything, but your keen hearing, Tyros, is you sounds like you hear something ahead. You haven't, even with that 21, you're not at the right point to sort of know what direction, but there's definitely some noise coming from up ahead. Right? It sounds like footprints, and maybe more than one set. All right. So the next.
I quickly nudge Dinjar, just like, sounds like something.
I just look at you and I tell you, you're crazy. I don't hear anything, dude. What are you
And
talking
Toph, keep me honest. I'm using survival for tracking. Does that align with your expectations?
Yeah, actually it does.
That's a horrible roll there, Tyler.
Somebody's not surviving.
I heard
Yeah.
something, but I'm not surviving it.
But
Yeah. So Dinjarin, you're seeing yeah. Listen to the epic music. I got to turn it down. Holy crap! Like it does. It's good. It's good music, but it doesn't warrant this situation. Nothing spectacular.
you see
is
me
happening.
bend down and taste a little bit of the dirt, put my finger up, like looking
Yeah.
for the wind. I'm like,
So you're seeing a lot of smaller feet, some boots, some looks like toe marks, and the occasional like tiny feet being drug or some sense of a struggle. And then a much larger gate you're seeing that you sort of put 2 to 2 together. It seems like at least Tempe, if not Glory.
Real talk though, do we have a sending stone with any of those 3? Could we just call them?
I don't know who had all the sending
You have to
stones.
ask. You have to answer that question. Did you guys give them all back to Stefanos?
So I have one, and I know mine was with Iros.
Hey.
I don't.
Yeah.
Dang it. Yeah, I don't have one.
Yeah, I think everybody who has it. Yeah, we didn't plan that quite well.
Yeah, they could call each
we're
other.
gonna work on that when we're reunited.
Yeah, and as a reminder, you also have the Santa hats that work once a day, but that's also a coordinated thing, right? The person has to be wearing the hat.
Okay, I'm
And
gonna
I
move
think I
forward to
unattuned mine.
this entrance. So right here.
Why would you
Yeah.
attune something?
Well, so that's the survival check.
Oh.
So the rest of you guys go move your characters to the next point,
And
and then I'm going to Tempe after this move.
right there.
Will it go yellow when I'm at my max movement?
Yeah,
No, you just have to calculate.
it's supposed to.
Oh, I just
It's not. It doesn't go yellow anymore.
No.
It's never gone yellow for me.
Oh,
It's letting
Mine's
me go.
gone.
It used to.
yeah, mine used to
used to
too.
go yellow and then red.
Oh,
Yeah. But it's letting me go really far now. I was like, wait, I don't think that's my movement speed.
Did you mean to move on top of Curtis?
Yes.
why are you? Who's this Curtis? Here, I'll move over here. Jeez.
There you go.
Right.
Out of my way, small one.
All right. So as you guys can see, the southern route is a false positive. It looks like it's a dead end. Tyros, you see ahead of you there's a path that sort of heads down. There's a slight slope, and it looks like there might be some stairs sort of heading down to the left. The rest of you, all of you, you see there's sort of that green glow coming from the north. Looks like there's a path that sort of splits again ahead, and you are in a cave system, right? You see a little bit of water ahead in one of those directions, possibly. But I'm not even going to have you guys do perceptions or anything quite yet. I'm going to go to Tempe. Tempe. The footprints and the sounds where you are in that little hallway, you actually would be spun this other direction. Let's see if I can spin. So many things aren't working.
Which way? I can do it.
Okay, yeah, you'd be heading like that direction. Right there you go. I got it. Or whatever. So that's where you were on your way. You were on your way into this doorway. You heard the footsteps sort of head this direction, right? But you sort of stopped in your tracks because you swore that you not only heard someone coming up from possibly the path that you came, which was this path here, but you also thought you may have heard something over here. And you definitely hear some stuff over here. And you stopped in this moment, fearing that you potentially are being flanked. And you don't know where your friends are yet.
Right. But I do know that I can backtrack from whence I came, correct?
Yep, exactly. You absolutely could.
All right. I think I'm going to backtrack, but I don't know where Adam doesn't know where that is, but Tempe does.
Yeah, Tempe does. Tempe knows that he would head down this pathway, directly, and then head west, like follow the trails west, and then south whenever he could.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing that.
And as soon as you step around that corner,
because can I observe and report? Oh, I see him.
yeah. So Tempe, you are suddenly in combat. Your spidey sense was absolutely accurate. Let me hit roll for initiative, please. And what is it? You're presented with a surprised-looking little goblin who I think didn't expect you to backtrack. Probably was supposed to sort of like keep an eye on you, but bam, you come around the corner and he's startled. So I'm going to give you, no matter what, you have to roll your initiative, but no matter what you do, I'm going to give you an opportunity attack.
Oh, and it didn't pop. It didn't pop up for me. You want me to do it from my sheet?
Yeah, if it didn't pop up, please do it on your sheet.
Cool.
Well, you do see that you're in combat, right?
No. Oh, yeah. I'll do it from the combat tracker.
Yeah,
there
yeah.
we go.
Yeah, perfect.
So just normal, not advantage, or with advantage?
Oh no, with advantage.
Ooh, I'll take it. Wow.
So there you are. So let's hit begin combat. And you're going to get a bonus attack. So go ahead and attack.
And we're going to target. Gunner. Sorry, Gunner. Come on. No. Want the sling. Why is it not rolling? Alright, let's try. Uh-oh. My interface is frozen.
Oh no. Your ping isn't bad. Well, I don't see your ping.
I know. Oh, okay.
Is it just laggy?
Caught up. Could have been. Come on. Ah.
All right, what do we got here? We have Sling +3. I see that you've targeted the character.
Yeah, it's just really. Oh, here we go. Finally came up. All right, cool.
Oh yeah, you have a
So
5,000
advantage or
ping.
no advantage?
Advantage. Oh, double deuce. Double deuce. And this isn't your turn, this is your opportunity. And then you take your turn. No, but it had a, somehow you hit. Wow. $12 damage.
Normal. I'm trying, folks.
Yeah, it's an interesting ping issue. So yeah, one hit kill. These goblins are not terribly powerful, right? Well, they were back in the day. You used to go. Remember, you guys used to go rounds with the goblins. But yeah, you just basically walked up and just slapped him, and he's dead. So ironically, that ends combat. What the rest of the party here? I'm gonna give you your 50 points of XP. So assign.
I'll take it.
Every little bit helps. Toph and Dinjarin Toph, Dinjarin, and Tyros, you hear just up to the north. You hear this goblin scream out in like a death yell, and then you swear you see a little bit of blood like splatter into that sort of like little green area.
Let's go that way.
Okay. So why don't you? I said okay, and I didn't finish that sentence. I'm going to turn back on free movement. Tempe, I'm going to go to the party now. And I'll let Toph, Tyros, and Dinjarin. You can roll perceptions or whatever you want to do right here, and then let me know when you're ready to move.
I would like to roll a perception.
I'm just trying to work my way back.
Yeah, perception check, but then go. I want to run.
And I already said I was just gonna pull after the noise I heard anyway, so I'm
Okay.
not gonna do a perception. I'm just.
All right, let me pull that out.
Respect.
And then start epic roll. And Tempe, feel free to loot that body while you're standing there.
He didn't seem to drop anything.
Oh, I'll make him lootable in just a second. Yeah, so what you perceive, Tyros and Toph, is you hear the absolute sounds of what sounded like a very short battle up to the north. To the south, you hear the echoes and winds and the occasional sort of like, it sounds like it's a much larger chamber to the south, heading down those chairs. You're not exactly sure what's the what, but you definitely feel like your party is up to the north.
Let's do it.
And I'll let you guys move if you want. In the meantime, Tempe, I will make that body lootable. Wow, so laggy. And part of this is my fault. When I first designed this map, it's it's what you call a mega map. It's actually half of a mega map. Foundry doesn't do well with big maps, so I should have made it a series of maps. All right, so give me 1 second. All right, Guntar is now an item pile, Tempe. So you guys come around the corner and you see Tempe sort of on his own, standing over like the corpse of a goblin, on the edge of what looks like a pool of water.
Yeah, Tempe, what did you do?
Epic victory, brother.
Tempe's probably looting. I don't know.
Priorities.
While he's looting.
Yeah. We'll move while he's doing his thing. We'll do something else. Maybe I'd step away.
I kind of want to look at the water.
And what do you want to look
Yeah.
at the water and do? Is that you trying to perceive, investigate?
I want to know how deep it is, and like, does it look like maybe there's a passage under the water, or is it pretty shallow?
Yeah, you look at the water. You can't completely make out the bottom. You see, because it's pretty dim, right? You see as it fades into darkness, you see what looks like maybe some large rocks. So it's probably 20 to 30 feet deep.
Does it?
And it does.
Look
Go ahead.
Does it look like it's like safe to drink water?
Well, let me have you roll a nature check for that. No, I think that would also be a survival check.
Survival.
Yeah, survival.
Yeah, survival.
I love that we're getting right to roll some survivals. Like, we haven't rolled many of these. In classic Dinjarin fashion, seems clean.
Good, guys. Hey, if
Right.
you need to refill your water, this is a good time. This looks good.
It's pretty still. The water's pretty still, right? You don't. You don't see anything really growing in it or around it. But as far as you know, it looks clean.
I would rather find our friends. It looks like there's a lot of blood flowing into this water.
Yeah, there's some blood streaming into it, but that's maybe up Dinjarin's alley. I don't know.
Well, trust me, I'm from the Underdark. I know caves and water. This is good stuff. Just if you're thirsty, go for it. Just go for it.
Trust me. So
When
which way
have
do we
I
need
ever
to go?
let us fall?
Can I
You
look
want-
down this tunnel, Thomas? Just see if I perceive anything.
Did you ping it? So I can see which
I
tunnel
can
you
ping
mean?
it.
Yeah.
Is it double click? Come on.
No, you just hold long press. Long press.
Press and hold.
There, I got it.
Oh. Yeah, so you're looking past Tempe. It looks like that's where Tempe came from. From where you stand... Where are you? Hold on. Are you under the body?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I would like
yeah.
to think I'm on top, but
Yeah, I don't know.
definitely
I
not.
don't suddenly... They're all up high. I don't know why item piles are suddenly like hovering in the air, but like... I like to imagine if I were in the real world looking at those and they're sort of floating, it'd be funny. But anyway, yeah, you see it winds around, but from where you're standing, you really can't make out, too much more. Your gut tells you it's going to, just be another windy passage. But Tempe is there. You could ask him. It's pretty clear to you that he came from that direction. And Tempe, are you back? Because he also has us muted audio-wise. If you look at the headphones, it's a slash through them. That means that the audio of hearing us is also turned off.
He may not be aware of it.
Let me see if he's.
I think he would notice silence.
If you guys want to slack him, that's fine. I just texted him. See what's up.
While we're waiting, and since we don't have them, can I also look around and see like where were all the footprints going? Like, can I still see?
Yeah.
Can we still see the footprints on the floor? Which direction did they seem, other than Tempe's footprints?
Yeah, and I'm not even going to make you roll yet. It's pretty clear that the footprints went around to past the bloody body and sort of headed in that westernly direction, right? You don't see any footprints heading up to that path to the north of you, Tyros. And it doesn't look like anyone paused for water. It looked like it was a bit of a chase.
Can I investigate the glowing fungus over here?
100%. Let me do that for you.
See if it would have any value or be worth gathering.
And that one is that's a nature. That's one actually is, I think, a nature check.
How can you think of foraging at a time like this?
Well, because to identify,
Well, be standing there.
yeah, to identify what it is, and then I can have you roll a survival if you can. But if your nature check's strong enough,
I've better survival. It was a biased suggestion.
It looks like.
so yeah, you can't identify what this is. It looks like it's for a 5. It looks like sort of mushrooms, and they are they're illuminating a little light, so there's some bioluminescence going on with that. You just know that from grade school. So let me have you now roll a survival check.
Just pick it. Just get one.
Actually, I think I'm gonna dip my sword in it so I have a glowy sword. Better?
Yeah. So you're not familiar with this specific mushroom, but the characteristics, just sort of looking at the patterns, right? And despite its sort of bioluminescence, this is actually absolutely edible. You don't think that it gives you any sort of like medicinal value, right? But you do know that in a pinch, you could, it's high in protein. There's a bit of a sweet and nectary flavor to it. It has good mouthfeel, right? So it feels a little bit like a medium rare filet mignon.
Are you consuming that?
Apparently.
But yeah. But you also know that it doesn't last. So once you've cut a piece off, it goes bad in an hour or two, right? So it's not something that you're going to be able to sort of stockpile. But it does give you hope that if you found, if some of it's growing here, aside from providing a little bit of like ambient light, in a pinch you could eat it.
Alright. I'm just gonna start heading down that hallway.
All right, I'm gonna let you.
I will follow.
That's what that's what Bono said, remember? I will follow. Anyone? No U2 fans?
I will stay with Tempe
All right.
in his fugue state.
I'm gonna.
All right, so you guys
now that
you guys get to this point and you see that there's some stairs heading to the west, and you see a couple of you can't tell how many, but like a few footprints go that direction, and then you see a lot more footprints heading to the north, and you see at least one big set of footprints, or bigger set of footprints that I have sort of identified. It looks like they match Tempe, and the rest seem to be smaller, possibly goblin, because that would make sense, right? Because you just saw a dead goblin. And I don't know if Adam can hear us or not, in real life. But if he can't, it's because he's muted his headphones and may not know that we're talking. So, maybe he should use the chat thing. I'll send him a chat message, a public chat.
He did move his character.
Yeah, I saw that.
I will say that, Tyros, if you want to practice guitar, can you mute your microphone?
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't realize that was even picking up.
I don't know if you're instrument bragging or what, but you are multitasking, sir. Let's see here. Where's the...
Finger exercises while I play.
So can we tell if like in either of the passages, can we see the like we knew that it looked like someone was being dragged. Can we see that which direction that is still, or is it just footprints at this point?
Well, give me one second. I'm sorry. I'm sending a message to Tempe. Tempe, it looks like you muted your audio, so you may not hear us. Send message. That's a party message, so you guys are welcome to say whatever you want. All right. So what was the question again, Dinchara?
I was looking to see, like, even though I know you said we saw a few footprints and going down the stairs and a lot more footprints, could we tell? I know when we first started going, we could see like it looked like someone was being drugged. Can we tell which direction? Like, do we still see that, like, drag marks of a person, or is it just the footprints?
Yeah, you see drag marks of a person, and then this sort of this choke point. It looks like possible little fingerprints trying to grab onto the wall, right, and sort of like stop themselves from being drugged. So you're seeing, there's the struggle. The struggle's heading to the north.
Okay.
Okay.
I tell everyone north. Tally ho! And I start running.
All right, go for it. And as you step into around the corner, you are either delighted or surprised to see that you've now entered an area with a mess of goblins.
I just yell at everybody, look straight this time, not up, straight.
On that note, I'm going to put you guys into combat.
Goblins.
And there you go. Please roll your initiatives. And you'll see the initiative dice are back.
Oh my god, how many are there?
Enough to have fun. Ooh, 20. Save it for the attack rolls.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm gonna roll Tempe's for him since I think he's indisposed.
Yeah, he's in a work meeting, he said.
Oh, bummer. Rachel canceled with me to work with him, maybe.
All right.
What'd you guys do? Combat. Sorry.
Well, welcome back, Tempe. Hope everything's okay. We're being recorded. Let's not talk about it if it's not. So Tempe, as you guys were making your way around the corner, did you want to share? So you guys see that Tempe's by himself. That's an obvious thing, right?
To inform, I lost Lori and Stephanos. No idea where they went.
Yeah, there was I don't know if you heard this or not, but there was a sign of struggle going into this room. You saw what looks like Stefanos' hand sort of moving the dust on the walls, and there's some drag points or whatever else, but you're not seeing any indication of glory. And you are now in combat. Dinjarin, you are up. You're welcome to scheme if you want.
I think my.
I'm
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm assuming these goblins look hostile.
Yeah.
Okay.
They also, I'll be honest with you, they also look a little terrified. But yeah,
I will.
and you guys don't see Stefanos at this point. You just see goblins.
I will. Since I see them, I'm kind of the first to see them. In Goblin, I will say, "Hello, friends. My cave dwelling friends, my cave dwelling brothers. Hello. What are you guys doing in here?"
You're no friend. We heard the scream of Gunyar.
Ooh, I came around the corner. I saw blood over there. I don't know what happened. Maybe he got attacked by the gelatinous cubes like I did. I barely got out from that, and there's like these giant cockroaches. I don't know what's going on here. I'm just trying to find my way through these caves. I got lost. You know, hey, what are you guys? What you all doing in here?
Well, you should get lost somewhere else. You and your big friends need to leave.
What? Why is that? I mean, it's a free cave system, right? I mean,
It is not. These are our caves, and we want you out of our caves.
oh, are you gonna make me leave?
We may be small, but we are mighty. And what we lack in, say, power, we will make up for in volume.
Okay, we'll see that.
They're not mighty at all.
I'll take my movement then. I'll move right there and I'll attack this guy. With that, since he's not gonna go with diplomacy,
Heads up, Winneba! Heads up! Fight the good fight! For the goblins!
I don't want to use that ability, damn it. Oh well.
Now let's see if I can turn my goblin voice back off, which probably didn't even work if I know my luck.
No, it
It
worked.
did. It worked.
It was
Great.
good. I was waiting for a Viva the Goblin.
Oh, that would have been much better. And you know, the other goblins, if they could go white, would. So you know, just with that exchange, you know, and the posturing and this easy kill.
Hey, there's one more coming.
Yeah, like they so far, like the looks on their faces, like they did not sign up for this.
Oh, I think another one might die. Oh, maybe not. Oh, you're a little bit stronger than I thought. Okay. So that wasn't my attack. That was my sword special ability, by the way. Just to let you know, that wasn't my second attack.
Okay, that's troubling.
So with that, I run over here, and then I attack this guy. Oh wow, I'm getting some really weird stuff happening, by the way, right now.
Like what?
So like when I select someone, it's like selecting everybody is showing up as.
Yeah, I'm
like,
seeing some pretty bad pings today.
Yeah, like mine is really bad right now for some reason. Oh, I get an advantage because of the sword. That's a normal hit. Nope, I'm not going to use that right now. But yeah, it's going really slow for me right now.
Well, it's letting you savor the moments.
Boom. And with that, my turn's done.
All right,
All right.
Tyros,
With that, I quickly rush over here.
you're not gonna hide?
Nope. Yeah. Give me a minute. I'm gonna
Wait until
attack
we see
this
something more
goblin.
dangerous.
Yeah. Attack him with my longsword. I get advantage because he hasn't attacked yet.
Oh, nice.
Huh. Ow, he says.
Oh, he's a little sturdier one.
Not much sturdier.
Not much.
So these goblins are looking pretty nervous at this point, you guys.
And with my left hand dagger, I will now target this goblin. And why is that not working? Oh man, even I'm slow right now.
I like how you said even eye.
Pings have
I
been
haven't had
all
it-
over the place.
I haven't had issues with pings until just
It's
now.
just green or red.
Solid hit.
Nice.
Almost
you're-
a crit.
Unless you were rolling with disadvantage, in which case it would have been horrible.
Yep.
Sneak attack. So these guys are dropping like
For
flies.
sure in death.
It's asking me if I want to cleave a nearby target. I've never seen that come up.
Me,
Yeah.
do it.
I
If you
don't
can, yeah.
know that I really. If I can, okay, sure.
If you're allowed. The only one who I think would be Saliar.
Yeah, I don't know that I've had. I don't have dual attack. It's just if I have two weapons, one in each hand, that I can do it. So I'm gonna say no because I don't think I can be able to. I should be
Okay.
able to do that. And with that, I will end my turn.
All right, Tempe, you're up. I'm going to move the dead bodies out of the room. So Tempe, you hear some scurrying behind you, and you hear some fighting above. So you come in, and you're met with a lot of blood.
See, are there any goblins left, you guys?
There's
There's
some.
a few.
Join
Come on
in.
in.
Alright. Over here.
Yeah, I'm moving the bodies so you guys it's easier to move around in a closed space.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Oh,
Did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
all right. Hey, little guys. It's like Salieri.
You will not prevail.
Okay.
Okay.
This is where I'm running into trouble. Like when I want to attack. Trying to hit this sling.
Maybe your gods are saying do not attack this goblin.
I've never heard my god say that before.
Maybe
I don't
you're
think
praying
that's
to the wrong gods.
Oh, there we go. No advantage, right? Yeah.
No advantage for sure. No advantage. You should roll with disadvantage.
Should be rolling. We'll see.
I'm bobbing to the left. I'm weaving to the right. I'm bobbing to the left. You shan't hit me.
There it is.
Hey, oh. Normal. I think I shot him twice for some reason.
Oh wow, your ping is. He's at 2,841.
Oh,
It's
wow.
just when I try and do something.
Your ping is not my problem.
Yeah.
But that sling will be.
I like that this gives me time to contemplate my life and think about what I've done with my life.
It's in slow mo. The sling ball's like.
I've had
Yeah.
a good run.
Mayhaps, do you have a drawing from your goblin child on your person?
I Little Bing Bing. I remember Little Bing Bing's first walk and his first attack, and even when times were rough, I could always count on my Little Bing Bing. Tonight he'll be standing by the door waiting for Papa.
Your damage should be coming up,
I saw it roll the.
Saliar.
Yeah, I don't know why this is taking so long. This is
I thought I saw the.
I'm gonna reload. Let's see what happens.
Oh, I don't know, that won't help us. Wait, failed to. So like, what errors do we have?
I mean, the attack was a 24. That was
Request animation frame handler took too long. Oh yeah, so that's what's going on. I'm watching these these warning messages. We're at 300, 350, 400. Yeah, maybe refresh.
Oh, now I'm seeing the error.
So what's the damage of that weapon? Let me look and see. Maybe let's roll it for you.
It's not high. I just know I have a +3 on it.
That's a +3 to hit. Is it a +3 damage?
You have. It says you have a bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. So I'm guessing it's.
Yeah, I can't get into the. Let me go into see if I can go into your character sheet and see what the details are. It'll tell us what the dice are.
I'm in there. It's not saying it.
Hold on. It's not easy to. It's not easy to find.
Not easy to beat.
Right. So if I right-click it, say edit. All right. So it's 1d4 + 8 bludgeoning. Oh my god! It's a +15 to hit. What?
Yeah, it's magic.
Why you got a 24?
Okay, so we got to do 1d8. So roll a 1d4, and then we'll add 8 to it. Unless you know how to do that, then I can just roll it that way. Yeah, because I don't think your damage is gonna go. Okay, so 1d4 + 8, so that's 2. It's 10 damage. So let's apply 10 damage to Salinar. And what do you say as Salinar dies?
Something about his kids.
Oh, little Bing Bing.
Poor Bing Bing.
You shall see Bing
All right.
Bing.
We'll try this again.
Oh shit! Everybody, their eyes are all big. What is happening here?
Or she's like, I want to do something. Come on, guys.
Man, come on.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
When I ran Toph last, it was a bloodbath.
Oh, speaking of which, I should probably turn off your ownership of Toph. Oh, you don't own Toph. Okay,
Hey,
that's
it's
good.
working now. No, that was like a 4 chapters ago.
Alright. And another death. So, there's two goblins.
Sorry.
I say there's 2 goblins in this room, not looking happy.
Oh, it's
Sorry,
tassels.
Pascal.
So,
Hey, friends. Salinar did not speak on behalf of all goblins. I'm sure we could come to some understanding.
Where are our friends?
What manner of understanding?
What friends do you speak of? Can you describe your friends?
Our friend who got dragged away.
The tiny one? The tiny gnome?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The tiny.
That was not our fault. We were told to get the gnome.
Ah,
And
By
who is it that told you this?
Those below. I'm
I
afraid
was
to.
told that this
I'm,
was your.
I'm afraid that you will.
Your
I'm afraid of you, but I'm also more afraid of what they will do to me if I overshare.
Yeah.
You've seen what we've done in a matter of seconds here.
Yeah.
You really
So
fear
you
them
start
downstairs?
I absolutely fear them downstairs. Yes, you've bludgeoned my friends and spent their innards to be outward, but what they can do downstairs, none of this compares.
You don't have to go back down there. We just want to find a friend.
I would like permission, oh great tall people, to just back away. Back away. You can work out with Lurker over there, whatever you choose. But I mean you no harm. I regret capturing your friend. It was either that or it was either them or us. Like these, we don't even live here. We were just brought in to do a job. I would like to take my leave of you. Are you okay with that?
Absolutely
you have to
not.
give us something of value, like
know-
a piece of information.
How do you know that you're not? How do we know that you're not going to go tell the below entities that we are here?
I don't even know how to get below. I just know they're from below. Those, you know,
Nice.
the ones who have your friend, they may know the way to below. That they were to take them to below, but that is not. I was left behind to, you know, look out behind, watch for anything nefarious happening, and to slow down anyone that might be in pursuit. But I did not expect such mighty people as you tall ones.
Well, we tall ones want to know everything you can tell us about these caves.
Well, your guess is almost as good as mine. I can tell you that they twist and they turn, and they're full of horrible things, but nothing so horrible as what can be found below.
What can be found below? What are these horrible things that can be found below that you're so afraid of?
They are without life. They are without souls.
You too will be without life soon, so you might as well just spill all the everything you know.
I'm a humble goblin, and I am not proud, and I'm not beyond begging, but I will tell you, I would rather die by your sword than whatever hell those below would do to me.
I think we can make a deal here, people.
Do you know how
Tell
we
us
can
which
get...
direction your friend is in. Yeah, how do we get to our friend? That's all we really care about. Any information you can give.
I was on the. Let me just move right over. Like, just slide right against this wall here. I'm not moving. I'm just. No, maybe I'll stay right.
You climbing up the wall there.
I was part of the delay party, so I know that they came into this room. But I do not know of any way out of this room other than the door you came in with. And your friend in green there, right? Your friend in green there was right on our tail, so no one's doubled back.
Oh, so they went the other way? You guys, let's just leave. Let's go back the other way. He said he's the delay team. Let's get out.
Well, no, they did not. They came in here. They did not go back the other way. I did not mean to confuse you. I do not want you coming back here and emptying my brains onto the ground. Your friend absolutely came in here, and then your green pal there. We'll just call him, Big John. Big John there. He came in hot on their tails, right? Or actually he poked his head in the door, but we saw him, and we just waited because But where your friends went, I don't know.
What direction did they go in when you guys stopped? in this room? If they were in this room, what direction did they continue heading toward?
They were not. They were no longer in this room when I entered. I was told. Tassel, get your ass over into that cubby and wait. Attack whatever you see. So that's what Tassel did. Tassel is here.
I'm tired of this Tassel. I want to just kill him.
Did you just say you want to kill Tassel?
That's right, Tassel.
Poor Tassel.
Well, Tassel is going to roll the dice and run like hell.
Good luck with that.
So Tassel is going to try to run out of the room because he does not feel that
Toph,
you will leave him alive. So Toph,
dinner.
Tassel comes next. Tassel comes next to you. He makes it all the way to your right, and he's against the walls, as I mentioned. You don't. He's up against. He was up against. He was up against the walls. I just couldn't make it happen. So like, there's a space right here that he could go to.
Okay.
Because he was trying to slink. Like he was sort of the entire time sort of like sliding his back against the wall, just sort of trying to make his way around. Look, goblins want you to think they're fierce, but they are never too proud to run, as Tassel is showing. So you do get an opportunity attack if you would like to take it, or a grapple, or whatever you want to do. It's up to you.
We could tie him and bring him down below.
No, do not bring the
no,
Tassel
I'm gonna
below.
I'm not gonna do that to him.
I'm not even
That
switching into
seems
the
more
voice.
effort.
Tassel does not want you to. You guys ever notice I play the goblins like they're Ferengi?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to take a swing. This is that hole. When I click it, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. What is this? I must target. Oh, I'm not targeting him? Hold on. I thought I was. Hold on.
You don't need to target me. Brothers, we are under attack. The big bad people are attacking us gentle goblins, us peace-seeking goblins. Tassel is coming. Help!
Is my ping really bad?
No.
Your ping
It's
seems
okay.
fine.
Not showing. I think it's the system. It's the animation that attacks.
It's the stupid map
Did I
that
hit?
that whoever made this map is too goddamn big.
Oh.
Oh no! You're hitting the Tassel.
You got a crit.
Ow! No!
Oh, Tassel. Bye-bye.
Oh no!
At least I didn't let you get turned into a lich or whatever.
Tassel doesn't know what you're saying. His brains are spilled, but there was almost a sense of relief that if he's gonna go, you made it quick, and he wasn't like turned inside out or started on fire or any of the other horrible things that he was imagining would happen below.
He's lucky it wasn't my turn because I was gonna throw a bottle of acid on him.
So
Wow.
We do have one more.
I should be able to move, should I not?
no, it's not your turn. That was an opportunity attack.
Oh,
We're still
gotcha,
in
gotcha.
combat. Yeah. You can move
Well,
over
I'm
until
next in the tracker.
Lorker.
Yeah, you're next.
So, if it ever responds. So from below, like coming up the door, is an unbelievably surprised-looking goblin named Musor. He immediately sees Tassel, who he just heard call him, and he sees you, Toph. So I want to look at his features because I think.
He's a lich goblin that happens to be like level 20.
So
Destroys us all.
So for his action, for Musor's action, he yells, "Lurker, you're on your own," and then his action is disengage, which means that you lose your opportunity attack. And he uses the rest of the movement to step down the hall. So no opportunity attack. He's just trying to get the hell out of there. He does not like what he's seeing. All right,
Where was
it is,
he?
and so now it's Lurker's turn.
I'm not convinced that this conversation will go anywhere. And you'll just make short work of me. So, what do you need from Lorker? What will buy me back my life? I'm up against a wall, and between me and the exit is certain death.
Actual helpful information.
What can you tell us that Tassel didn't?
Tassel wasn't a strong-willed and bright individual, but he did not lie to you. We do not know the larger plans. We were the delay party. And let me tell you that from a rank perspective, being the delay party basically means fodder to slow you down. That does not make us feel good, and and I'm not feeling real great about my chances right now, but I will tell you this. Here is what I do know. I got into this room in enough time to see that somewhere along that north wall is a secret passage.
Hey,
But that's
look
all
at
I know.
you.
And I do not know
That's
if that's enough.
helpful.
That is
I
helpful.
don't know. That's good. Yeah.
I can't
Well,
tell you
we've
exactly
had
where it is.
it.
I just know that it's here.
Yeah.
So, can I take my leave of you?
I will let you
Yes.
pass. I
Yep.
can't speak for my compatriots, but you will not feel my sword.
I nod in agreement.
Then I shall make haste and use.
As he's going, I grab his shoulder and I tell him, if you betray us in any way, Lorker, I will find you and your clan, and I will destroy all of you. You may go now.
I don't know what to say. That sounds like a fair deal. I will also take it upon myself to let my brothers, which they're so kindly referred to as the cleanup crew. We're just going like, these aren't our homes, these aren't our caves. This was a gig that I completely reject. But I will let them know that we should all take our leave of you and wish you a farewell.
And do not tell anybody that we are here.
Oh, I will wash the blood from my boots in the pond on the way out, and no one will know the wiser.
Good. You may go.
Ah, Tassel, you moron. You got what you deserve, I suppose.
By the way, did anyone notice that myself, Tempe, and Tyros are all in the Charles Angels pose?
I was
You're both back to back.
earlier.
Oh, that's funny. I'm going to. Do you plan on pursuing these guys, or should I clear them from the board?
You can clear them.
You can clear him.
All right. That'll also speed the game up a little bit. So we're gonna end.
Wait, did
I'm
they drop loot? One of the goblins I killed had a bunch of loot.
Yeah, I'll give you the. We'll do the scavenging bodies in just a second, but I'm gonna add the other.
Just means can the living ones
Yeah, so I'm adding the other ones to the combat just so you get the XP, and I'm hitting end combat. Yes. Just every little bit, am I right?
Yeah.
And
take it,
assign.
yeah.
So be sure you claim it in the chat window. All right, and let me get rid of the peoples off of. Yeah, so playing goblins is, as honestly, you guys, it's probably my favorite NPC to play because they puff their chest, they act like they're badass, but they're a bunch of wimps. So give me 2 seconds. Let me turn the bodies. I'll put the bodies back in there that you've killed in just a second. But first, let me add the loot to these guys. And my loot system is broken. In case you guys wondered why there's always so much loot, I'm over indexing on adding loot. But I'll let you guys, for one more session, take advantage of that. All right. So let me then turn him into an item pile. And then we do Saliar.
There are also one here and here.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them back. There's 4 more dead bodies that I drug off so you guys could actually move around. Give me a second here.
Don't want to get blood on our boots.
Replace loot. Yeah, I wrote these little macros that would actually randomly add loot to things. All right. And while you're looting those, I'm going to turn on free movement. While you're looting those, I'll add the loot and I'll drag the other bodies into this a second.
Wow, a legendary weapon? That's crazy.
Okay, that's not supposed to happen.
Just kidding.
Oh, well, so that happened for the other team. They got, like, this crazy-ass, like, super rare, like, 0.001% chance thing. And it just happened to, you know. I never even got to say the name of some of these goblins, like Jorar. A moment of peace for Jorar.
Poor Jorar.
Poor dude.
I'm adding loot to Wanabe. Because I want to be alive.
Aww.
And a moment for Rosar. And item pile. Alright, I'm gonna drag the other items in and you guys can do you.
Goblins are well provisioned.
Yeah, they're over provisioned. I have a broken macro, but again, I think it's unfair to have you guys penalized because my stuff is broken. Here we go. There's the rest of the loot. There's all your loot. You be looting.
Holy cow.
And there's just blood everywhere.
Where do we find our armor? And our sheep. Trying to see if this guy's armor is worth stealing.
Ooh, 3 silver. I'm gonna be greedy and take all 4 coppers for myself.
We don't need no coppers.
Playing card set.
Oh, my armor is better. Oh well.
What is lightning moss? That's weird.
Ooh, you got some herbs.
Yeah, I'm taking those.
And don't forget, you guys are welcome to do investigations. Looking
Yeah, we gotta
for
find
loot.
the door, huh?
And you're welcome to look to investigations. You want to find the secret door, and
Extremely.
you can harvest as well, like herbs and stuff.
I'm gonna focus on looking for the secret door.
All right. So when you're done looting, let me know, and then I will have you try to find the secret door. And I'm going to remove the blood. It'll make it easier to see.
Hey guys, I think it might be behind all these leaves up here on the wall.
Oh, that camouflage entryway there?
I think that might be a secret door.
I'm going to have you guys do an investigation check.
Thomas, can you roll for me? I'll be right back. Just one second.
Oh, it wasn't good, so.
Yeah, the so Dinjarin and Tempe, you poke a couple of times at those leaves and you're like, yeah, this is absolutely the secret passage.
Hey guys, we found the secret passage. We should probably head this way.
It was kind of obviously stupid, right? Like Tassel could have probably just figured this out himself too.
Yeah.
Coulda, woulda, coulda.
Oh well.
So
So
I will.
are we all done looting? Have we looted the loot?
Yep.
Yeah.
I got
So
my loot.
Is this where we're ending for the day then?
I'm looking to see. Well, I'm going to ask you guys that. So it's about 1:30. We're about. It's a pretty good stopping point. when you wait, did everyone say they're done looting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am. Yes.
All right, so I'll start removing bodies real quick. It'll make it easier. So did anyone even get hit today, or was this just like the most wonderful bloodbath ever?
It was the wonderful bloodbath.
Yeah, I think this will.
Yeah.
Mosul will go back to his village, and he won't speak of the details, but he will say that he was part of one of the darkest days of Goblin history, the most awful bloodbath. So yeah, you guys are in this
We're
room.
gonna be in a goblin museum somewhere, guys.
You guys see that, yeah, it wasn't hard to see. Like, there's some leaves. You see a few leaves that fell on the ground. You see some drag marks as they sort of forced Stephanos to go through this choke point. You're not seeing Glory. You're not seeing any footprints that indicate. You see Goblin, you see Gnome, you see yours now, but you're not seeing anything from Glory. She seems to be gone.
Hey, I've got some chalk. Can I just leave a note for her?
Absolutely. You gonna write it on the wall? What is this note gonna say?
Like an arrow.
It's gonna say if you want to ride a spider, look for the leaves. So it'll be like secret.
Ooh, I love
inside
it.
Joke that only
Please-
she'll get.
Please, in the real world, let Glory know that. So you may not surprise you. Like, Glory wants to take a break, so her character is getting parked. When she's ready to return, we'll figure something out. But the bottom line is, it was actually a weirdly convenient moment to have Glory disappear. Now, if you take a moment and step back and take a look at the rest of your party here, right? Stephanos, you're gonna try to, like, this is familiar. Last time it was Tyros that you were trying to get to.
I wasn't hard though.
So getting the feeling that you all get sort of the feeling that, like, Glory wasn't real. Even when you were fighting, she was kind of off to the side. She was sort of doing a parallel play, as they describe children, right? Sort of off to the side, and something may have piqued her interest or whatever else. But it doesn't surprise you that she took this moment to sort of take off. She hasn't been kidnapped. You're sure of that, but she has just sort of disappeared. And whether you'll see Glory again, you don't know. And she's on her own journey. So you've now, in your journey, you've buried an owl, right? And another one of your party has now gone missing, and yet another has taken their leave at an odd but interesting time that sort of aligns with how Glory would operate. You expect that you're going to take on the rest of this, at least of this chapter, as a newly honed, formed party, but it may be worth taking a look at sort of what you all bring to the table when we next play, and understanding that, like, Glory is going to leave a big hole. I guess one would arguably call it a glory hole, but that doesn't seem appropriate. So, yeah,
No.
I know. I went there. But anyway, I do want to say, in real life, like, a big shout out if she does listen to this, that it was awesome having her play, and when she's ready, she's absolutely welcome to come back. But if any of you are ever feeling like just too much going on or whatever else, like, it's totally okay to tap out, right? But now, there'll be more focus on you guys, right? You can focus. There won't be as many turns between in battle, right? You'll get to battle more often, right? There's less of you. But she does leave a hole with power, right? So she's pretty powerful, right? And you've got to ask yourself, was she carrying any artifacts that were important?
Oh,
I
crap.
think I've got all the artifacts. I hope.
we hope.
She lost most of her stuff at one point, right? So
Yeah.
there's that. But if she had any of the Wayfinder parts or Baphomet's, like, that's a thing that you're gonna have to deal with. All right.
Yeah,
So
we're
on that
also
note-
down a magic,
You're also done what?
like a heavy magic user.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is
we're on the wrong side of this glory hole.
Yeah. You don't. None of the rest of you really are. Although Rangers also can cast some spells too. I don't know if you've noticed that. Are any of you near leveling up?
Yeah.
Yes, very
Close.
1,400
Did
points.
some.
Yeah. So if you fought a real bad guy, that's probably like 1 or 2 battles, and you potentially will be leveling up. So you can keep that in mind as you level up. Of like, how would you change your character since you're down on magic? And you never know. Maybe you'll run into someone in the caves. Who can say, right? You never know. Maybe. Oh, I forgot. As I was naming characters, like there was also Ariel, right, and Icarus.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
She got taken away by a dragon.
And you never know. I have a feeling that Chobot's going to show up at some point.
I was just gonna bring up Job.
Chob. Anyway.
Missed me.
All right. So when we next play, we'll start on this side of the cave. You guys can decide what you want to do, because there's a whole lot of cave left, right? You could follow Stephanos, or you could say, you know what, we're going to find a different way in. So you know she went through there, but you also don't know what's on the other side of that those leaves. All right.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Listen, you guys, it was wonderful. I believe Tempe, this is your last game for a little while, right? You'll have a couple of breaks, I think.
No one's playing next week.
No one's
then
next
I can
week,
Play
yeah.
the week after.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, and then I'm out for a little while, so there's going to be a little bit of overlap.
Yeah.
Right, because you can't
Yeah,
play without the DM. I'm out all of July.
Right. The one person. I'm out end of June, beginning of July.
End of June, beginning of July.
So
All right.
That's probably one session.
Summer's gonna be
Yeah, so
a
maybe
lot of intermittent play.
yeah, so maybe we'll play. We aren't playing next week because I have a funeral, but the week after that, maybe we all play, and then we decide to like sort of stop for a second,
Summer break.
Right.
for like a little break.
Okay.
As long as I have your pinky promises that when it's time to play again, you guys will be back in. You know.
Well, I
That'd be
think so. It's July after that, isn't it? Like, so next week, then the following week, so we missed next week, the following week, and then the
It's
week
3
after
weeks
that,
in June left.
yeah, would be in July.
Would be July.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be out. I'll be out on the 28th of June. I will be here. Are we leaving on the Friday to the drill? Yeah. So I'm out on the 28th. I'll be here for the 21st.
Yeah. So I think we have.
So we can do the 21st. And
I think we have one session left, and it'll be kind of awesome, right? Because you guys are at this really nice impasse, right? You can go into sort of like wherever you guys decide to do, you can do that thing, and then we'll pause it, and then we'll come back in. So we can all take a much needed break for just mental health. So, and who knows? Maybe by that point, Gloria will be like, you know what? I'm back in.
And I can finally wash this shirt again.
I gotta wear that damn shirt. All right, you guys. This has been fantastic. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go do some work. Later, all.
Bye, guys.
Later.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
guys.
Bye.